So the first thing that I would advise anybody to do, get your credit pulled. Get your credit pulled, whether it's a mortgage company, whether it's, I don't like the free versions. If you go to a mortgage company, it's broken down so much better. Yeah. What we have here is we actually have a credit analyzer too. So if you've missed the mark on credit or you have very limited credit, I can run you through a credit analyzer and it'll give me tips to advise you on how to improve your credit. So the first thing I would do is get an idea of where you sit, okay? The second thing is, don't worry about loan programs or anything right now, or pre-approval or pre-qualifications. Work on your budget. Figure out fill out I have a form that I'm going to give you, and it's your personal family budget. Have a plan. I mean, that's the biggest thing where I failed. I'm 40 years old, where I failed my last 20 years of my life after I turned 20, 22, started working and making money, is I just focused on making money. My number one job, and I just was like, I'm gonna try to make this year, and then I'm gonna beat it next year, and this is how I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna beat it next year, and I've done that. Every year I've always had my best year ever, but I've had no plan around that. I've had no savings plan until about 5 years ago, when I really got some great coaching, in which you'll get this, the 6 Steps to Financial Freedom. It's located in this packet, where it really teaches you to fill out a family budget, a personal budget. It teaches you to plan. It teaches you the importance of maxing out your 401k, understanding your IRA options, understanding life insurance. If you're a family man like me, 4 years ago, I didn't have life insurance. My wife and my kids were not protected if something bad were to happen to me. So understanding the importance of that. And there's so many other things. Saving, rainy day fund. I'm a big Dave Ramsey supporter. I love Dave Ramsey's teachings. I've taught his financial peace courses at a couple different churches. And Dave Ramsey's, it's elementary and it's not for everyone, but it's a good baseline guide, right? I say, and hopefully Dave Ramsey doesn't hear this, I say that Dave Ramsey is the poor man's financial planner. His advice is free, okay? So read his books, his advice is free, but most of his advice is for poor people or beginners, which is not a bad thing, because I use a lot of his advice. I've used it personally, and I hand it off.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you teach these classes, yet you're a lender and you help people get a loan. See, then that's something Dave talks about, you know, avoiding in most situations. So, you know, it sounds like you've got a little different perspective.
Well, and what people don't realize too is Dave Ramsey also owns a mortgage and real estate company. He's the #1 real estate agent from a commission standpoint in the country. That's what people don't realize. So, and we can talk about that off camera, but understanding that Dave Ramsey has tied a lot of, and a lot of his teachings are tied back into making a sound decision with your mortgage and your real estate transaction is big. And that's kind of, again, my approach and my business philosophy is tying this transaction, your mortgage, into your short-term and your long-term financial goals. If you do that, you'll look back in 5 or 10 years and be thankful that Zach introduced you to me.